What is up, everybody? We are back for another episode of The Real and the Rare. I'm your host, as always, Steven Rychel, and joining me this afternoon is the one and only, the preacher man himself, Mr. Joshua Oxendine. Joshua, how are we doing today, my friend?
Blessed and chosen, man. So I'm hyped to be here, bro. I'm hyped to be here with you.
I appreciate the time as always. Been a little bit since we were able to kind of catch up. Lots of things has changed in your life, so I just want to kind of go through a couple things. And first and foremost, obviously, the big news over the last few weeks is no longer with BKB. We are now BKFC FC fighter. You're
Yes, sir.
attached to that. That big bear the Knuckle Mania fight card here in
Yes, sir.
Philadelphia on February 7th. We were just talking about it. Can't really talk about the who, but we could talk about the what and the when.
Yes, sir.
So I gotta ask you, what kind of made the switch here? Obviously, BKB is an amazing promotion. I'm not gonna sit there like we're not gonna play that game. Did your contract just expire, or were you just given a better opportunity with what's going on with BKFC?
Nah, man. BKB is high level. Mike, the staff over there is phenomenal. I can't speak nothing but great things from Mike and Dada and that crew over there, and love them with all my heart. You know, but you know. Is things happen, man. Things happen.
Fight world happens, right?
Yeah. I got tired of sitting down. I was ready to fight. I was watching other people fight 3 or 4 times, and I wasn't getting nothing. But everything happens for a reason. God has a plan. So, but like I said, man, Mike is phenomenal. I can still call him. I can talk to him anytime, any place. He is family. He will always be family. But now, I'm with BKFC. So February 7th, we're gonna go put a highlight reel up in front of everybody in Philadelphia, and we're gonna sky's the limit.
Now let me ask you about this one, right? Obviously, I got nothing for love for Dada, BKB, and Mike, but let's be honest. What Bare Knuckle has done to kind of separate themselves over the last few years. You can't deny that. Yeah, everyone tries to throw every bit of mud at each other when it comes to the promotional side of things. But that being said, Knuckle Mania is one of the biggest bare knuckle events that we have here on this side of the combat sports world. How excited are you that you're getting the opportunity not only to be on bare knuckle, but Philadelphia, the Xfinity Live Center. You're gonna have 40,000 screaming combat sports fans.
Yeah,
Is
man, it's exciting. I'm hyped. This is what everybody dreams of, right? As a kid, to be able to shine in front of 40,000 people screaming your name, and for the world to get to know you. So, I don't take it lightly. I don't take it for granted. I'm very blessed to have this opportunity that God has put before me, and I'm gonna go handle it and do what I do. The preacher man's coming to baptize, and February 7th, my opponent, he already knows who he is, shall get baptized.
it should be an interesting event for sure. I'm looking forward to it. I should be working with Bare Knuckle News and Susan Sangari, so I should be there covering it as media. So hopefully we can definitely run into each other. I can show you where to
Okay.
go get proper cheesesteak at, my friend.
Facts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm definitely getting one. Never been to Philly. Never had a cheesesteak there, and Philly cheesesteaks are one of my best. So to
I'm
be
gonna
able to
just
get
say
one,
this:
that's
like,
cool.
listen, I know everyone's got their style. Stay away from Pats and Geno's; those are tourist attractions. Okay,
All
you
right,
know,
all right, all right.
uh, you know. I mean, I'm partial to Steve Steaks because we got one around the corner from me here in the Northeast. They're typically on like your top five list of kind of places to go. Um, um, Skinny Joey's is kind of popping up in there right now. Obviously, took over one of the old Tony Luke spots down there in South Philly. So that's fine, kind of close to like where the venues are and stuff like that. Maybe check that one out. But there's a couple places if you want to venture out, if you have means of transportation when it comes down time, let me know. I'll steer you in the right direction.
Say
Um,
less. Say less.
obviously, food stuff aside, are you going to do anything else here? Are you gonna check out the art museum steps? You're gonna go see the Rocky statue. What are something else outside of the fight world that you're looking forward to coming to Philadelphia?
Oh, for sure, the Rocky. Everybody. That's a highlight, right? That's everybody wants to go and run up the stairs and lift their hands high. So yeah, man, we're gonna go sightsee. Me and my coach got some teammates. We bringing a crew down there. It's not just me by myself. So, um, but yeah, we're gonna sightsee, look around after weigh-ins, and keep my mind off the game and try to relax a little bit. But but yeah, I'm going down there for business. I got one goal. One goal is to put him unconscious in the most holiest way possible. So my name will get thrown in the match, and my goal is to win that 135 belt. And this is just the first step in that notch.
I mean, it's gonna be a fun one for sure. Last time they did Knuckle Mania here, there was a long list of stoppages in that first event here. So I'm sure you're trying to wow the crowd, so to speak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm working. We work hard over here. We play no games, and like I said, I got my sights big and set on bigger things. And this is just one man in the way from that goal.
So obviously, let's just say for all intents and purposes, you get out there, you get relatively unscathed, no medical suspensions or anything like that. Are you looking to try to get back in there as soon as possible?
Yeah,
Uh, you know,
I'm not getting touched. He ain't touching me. Yeah, it's gonna be a quick night for him. And I'm gonna turn around. I'll fight March. It doesn't matter to me. So I'm trying to get in there as fast as I can. I've never been in the square circle. I've been in the trigon, so it's gonna be a little different from me. But I got, but the thing's that the same as me punching somebody in the mouth. So it doesn't matter if it's circle, it's a square, it's a backyard, it's in the gym. You put a man in front of me, I'm gonna punch him in the mouth, and that's what I'm gonna do to him, and it's gonna be a quick night.
now that you just kind of touched on it without even really saying it, you think there's going to be any learning curve going from the Trigon, which there's really nowhere to move. Obviously, you can see in the green screen behind me, I got the the BKFC ring behind me there. You think
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
going to be any learning curve or anything like that, or it's just ring, Trigon, cage, whatever, you ready to go?
Nah, the trigon is different, man. There's nowhere to go in that mug. So now in the square circle, I'm able to use my feet, my footwork. I'll be able to move and showboat like I like to do. In the trigon, you really can't do that because you take one step back, there ain't nowhere else to go. You're gonna have to fight. So now I can be able to use my footwork and really thrive. So I'm excited to see it, man. I'm ready to get in there and hear the fans going crazy. And I'm a showsman, so the more people, the more excited I get. So I'm ready. I'm hyped. I wish it was tomorrow, to be honest. But yeah, we count down the days for sure.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's going from BKB to BKFC, and we've seen a lot of guys and fighters in general go from one promotion to the other, especially in bare knuckle. It's not a new thing, but definitely is going to be interesting. I think you're in the more popular promotion, so to speak. Like,
Mhm.
listen, I don't think I think BKB doesn't quite get enough of the media love. I think
Mhm.
I've said it for the last handful of years. I would love to see like an old school style, like UFC versus Pride stuff. It's something we could see in a few years. Kind of see who really is kind of
The
the
best in the world.
yeah, man. Like it's a hard thing to work out, especially when we're talking about the money
Money.
thrown
Yeah.
around and streaming rights and all that stuff. I think it's a very hard thing to kind of do a cross promotional tournament. But we're the other thing is this year, they're having the baddest man on the planet tournament, and $25 million is going to be up for grabs. Is that another thing that kind of excites you? Seeing a promotion do stuff like that too.
Yeah, yeah, it excites me. I can fight at 35, I can fight at 45, I can fight at 55. So, you know, I don't. I would love to jump in it. $25 million, who won't want to, right? You know, in the streets you can't say, "Hey, how much you weigh? Let's fight." You know what I'm saying? Like you got to fight somebody come at you sideways, you got to throw hands. So, yeah, man, stuff like that excites me, but at the end of the day it's like, I'm doing it cuz I love it. The money's good and everything like that, but I truly love doing this and I don't have a lot left in the sport. I'm not here for another year, 2, 3 years. I got a lot going on in my personal life, so I'm here for a short time, but I'm here to make a quick run and get this belt. And I have a world title in boxing. I have a title in professional MMA, and only thing I'm missing is that title in bare knuckle. And once I get it, I have my trifecta, and I'm hang it up.
So you just touched on a bunch of things right there. So obviously, the goal, moving here is a chance to go after a world title.
Right,
Obviously, money's great and all, but you're looking kind of make your own stamp your own flag,
correct,
right?
correct.
So now, like you're talking about, you have a lot of things going on in your life, and one of the things that you do kind of very well put out there is the fact that you are a Native American fighter, you know,
Exactly.
and wanted to make sure I put that out there.
Appreciate
And
that.
how important is it to also represent your culture as well when you go out there? You say you're a showsman. Are we gonna see, like, are we gonna see anything in your fight gear, your weigh-ins, whatever,
Oh,
that
it's
kind of represents
all
your tribe?
it's all yeah, it's all Lumbee, man. The whole fit is Lumbee. So I love my tribe, I love my people. And wherever I go I like to broadcast that and tell the world that about us Lumbee people, man. We're the most loving people in the world, but if you come across us wrong, we can take you out. And we don't have no problem doing that. So like I love my people, I love where I'm from, I love my hometown, Pembroke, North Carolina. And to be able to showcase my people in front of the whole world is something that I never take for granted. And this time I have a bigger stage to do it, so I'm about to show out.
I can't say I blame you here, because it's like I said, this is like, for all intents and purposes, like International Fight Week with what the UFC does for
Yep.
bare knuckle. It's
Hmm.
it's the biggest event in bare knuckle now.
Yep.
You're obviously, we just talked about, very, very mindful of your culture and your tribe, but you're also a very big American, as you've been a service member. You've
Yep.
gone out there and make sure you represent that side of you. Is that another part of yourself that you like to show the people, that hey, I'm a Native American, but I also am a former service member as well.
Yeah, we I was in the Marine Corps and it built that dog in me, right? So, I think bare knuckle lines up perfect to the military. And every day you have to be a dog. Every time you step into the ring you have to be a dog. So it taught me a lot, man. I grew a lot as a man. I went in as a boy, I came out as a man for sure. So I served with some great people. And it's pretty cool to have that in the background.
It definitely is, brother. And you just mentioned North Carolina, so I got to ask you. Playoffs is going on. You paying any attention to what the Panthers are doing?
I definitely am, man. Come on, man, you already know that I'm a
Oh, it's
diehard
on the
Panther
background
fan.
right next to me right now. Close game right now. 17-14. So,
Yeah, I didn't see the last score
yeah.
because I'm on
We
my
wound
phone
up
right now.
having to kick a field goal, but bad kick on the kickoff, and you giving Matthew Stafford 20 some odd seconds to get 10, 15 yards to get them a chance to get another field goal. So,
Hey, listen, it's okay. We right there. And yeah, I'm a diehard Panther fan. I'm a big Bryce Young fan, man, and I love my people. I love my city. So
yeah.
yeah,
And then when I was
but
going across your stuff, and you also have some football in your blood too. When you were, a young man there, you that was a part of your thing.
oh
Could
yeah, man. Oh, football, basketball, man. I track. I ran it all. I did it all. I'm an athlete, man. I'm an athlete, and shoot, I just love sports, man. I love competing. I love competition. In my family, um, with my wife, my daughters, we compete with everything we do. Obviously, we own a boxing gym, so all my kids box. All my kids are undefeated in boxing. My 6-year-old, my 9-year-old, well, she just turned 10, and my 11-year-old is about to turn 12. They're all undefeated in boxing. And we're very competitive. Paper, rock, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, whatever you call it. And man, just anything we do, sprinting, running, boxing, speed, agility. Who can get in the car faster? Who can get out the car faster? Everything's a competition with us. And that's just that's how I just do life.
Now you've been through it all. What is the hardest, man? Is it football? Is it basketball? Like we hear a lot of these guys in baseball, like, oh, I could do football. Is it baseball? Like, what do you like
Base
if we're
Baseball would
taking
definitely be the
combat
hardest.
sports out of the major four sports? What do you think is the hardest to be a professional athlete at?
I would say, to be honest, I would say baseball, man. Because like football, like I don't mind getting hit. I love hitting people, obviously, right? Because I fight. I play corner. I play receiver. So I love hitting people. I love catching the ball. Basketball, I played point guard. All 4 years in school. So baseball was just hard for me, man. Them throwing that goddamn baseball was scared that thing was gonna smack me. So yeah, baseball takes some skill for sure. That's why them guys make lots of money.
I think it's also they have a marathon, dude. You imagine playing 162 games a
Yeah,
season.
that's crazy,
And
man. That's
then and
crazy.
then if you go for a playoff run, sometimes you're playing another 30 more games. You're almost playing 200 games
Yeah,
from,
in a season, that's
yeah.
ridiculous. Like I can't do it. I couldn't do it. It's hard, but
I
props
think
to them
the
guys.
hardest thing is hitting a baseball. You got to think about it. The
Hit
hand-eye coordination that comes with that. You
Hitting a
know,
baseball is hard, man. Listen, and I went to me and my wife. We took our kids to Punta Cana, and over the summer, I think it was, yeah, over the summer, and I literally got to DR, Dominican Republic, and man, you just drive into the place we stayed at, and you just see kids out there playing baseball, man, and it was just everywhere they was playing baseball. Them kids breathe it, man, and
mm,
um, that's one thing I try to instill in my kids. Like, listen, if doesn't matter what you want to do in life, you can do anything you put your mind to, but if you're gonna do something, we're gonna go in at it, right? We're gonna give everything we got 100%. We're not going to shortcut it. We're not going to go half in, half out. Because if you want to do something, we're going to be the best at it, and we're going to make sure the world knows it.
hey, that's what. Listen, it's one of the things I like to ask the athletes, just because, like, you got to think, man. Like, even combat sports, man. Like it's the stuff you guys got to go through to make it to the fight before you even get the go in
But
there.
wait, cut weight the
I
hardest part.
literally, I this is what I talk about all the time. The first thing you guys are paid to do is make weight, and a lot of times
Correct.
that's the hardest, because
That is hard.
it's the self discipline. It's all that. There's so many different things that come to it. Some fighters, it's real easy to cut weight. Some guys or girls, it's a lot harder for them to drop,
Yeah.
10, 15 pounds or whatever.
More
Um,
than that.
if if I'm looking at the sport moving forward, I try to make things easier for you athletes, because we just seen it today, right? We just lost Yoel Romero in the RFA wrestling championship thing with Bo Nickel.
Yep.
And like, listen, man, it's rough, man, especially when you start to kind of get up there in age, stuff that used to be real easy for you, that just your body don't respond to the same way, and you're
Mhm.
not dropping the weight. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. It's not an exact science, and and it's probably, like, it's one of the things I think that both promoter and fans alike, we're the hardest on you athletes about it. You miss weight, man, you'll never live it down. It's like, oh,
Right.
you're being unprofessional. Sometimes it's not always about that.
No, I have not ever missed weight in any fight in my career, which is a blessing, right? But the older I'm getting, see, I was still training boxing. Obviously, I own a boxing gym. I box all the time, but I wasn't getting ready for a fight, right? I wasn't in boxing shape. I got the call December 30th, like, hey, you want to fight February 7th against this person, and I was just like, yeah, obviously I wasn't getting ready for a fight. I didn't have 2 months, 2.5 months to get ready. I literally had 5 weeks. Um, I'm obviously a little heavier than I'm normally am. Because I was lifting and getting strong, and I was still boxing. But this cut is going to really test me. But we're gonna make weight. We're professional over here, and I died doing it. So we're gonna make
I
weight.
just heard. I mean, when you said you came in here, and I look at your last few fights. It was featherweight. You just told me, you're gonna be 35 for this one. So,
Yeah,
man,
35 for sure. Yeah, it's tough for sure. I'm
last
a
time
big
you've been,
boy.
what's the last time you've been down to 35, brother?
Uh, 2 years almost, a year and a half, something like that. Yeah, it's been a minute for sure. It's been a minute, a year and a half almost. Yeah, it's been a minute. I walk around, I'm a big boy, so that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say my exact weight, but I'm a big boy.
Yeah, just no. You don't got to tell me, man. Listen, the things you hold closer to the vest, I don't pick it out of you guys. I know you guys gotta have some secrets to yourselves.
Yes,
As
sir.
much as we want to break news on here and stuff like that, I usually like to
Sure.
keep things. Now, one of the things you were just talking about was your gym. So
Yep.
I gotta bring that up. Obviously, you got your hands in a lot of different cookie jars right now. So what's
Yeah,
more
man.
exciting, being the gym owner or holding events at said gym, like holding the boxing events and stuff like that you do?
The gym owner, man. I do a lot. I still have a corporate job as well. Me and my wife, we own a boxing gym. We also own a boxing promotion. Obviously, we have three girls. My wife is pregnant with a little boy. So we have,
Congratulations, my
thank
friend.
you. So
Congratulations.
we have our little boy coming. The next mini me coming. And
God bless him. He's got two sisters above him. Whew.
oh yeah, and they can all fight. And then obviously, we're big in our church and we're big in our faith, and I'm a preacher. That's why they call me the preacher man. So,
Mhm.
my and obviously I got to be a father and a husband. So, life is very busy for sure. I have no downtime to really do anything. So, every fight is means something to me, right? Every fight means something to me. I'm not in it just to do it. Um, I'm focused. I'm locked in, and I'm doing this one right here is for my son for sure.
Yeah, man. It's like when you become a father for the first time, it's so different, man. So
Yeah, for sure. Especially when you have your first little boy. Like I have my three girls. They're
mhm.
my world. They're my everything. They box. They do it all. But to have this little boy, my last one to be a little boy is something special for sure.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I had my daughter first, so and then I had my son after. So that's why I'm saying, like, God bless your son, man, because you don't just got one girl, you got two girls. So he's gonna
He
he's
got
gonna
he
have
got he
to
got
ride,
four
man.
moms. Yeah, he's gonna have four moms. He's gonna have my wife and my three daughters for sure. So poor fella. I feel
Mhm.
bad for him, but welcome to the welcome
Yeah,
to the
man.
team, man. Welcome
Baptism
to the
by
team.
fire. That's what they say, right?
Exactly, exactly. Get welcome to my life. Welcome to my life.
Oh man. It's gonna be a fun time, brother. So again, congratulations on that new addition to your life as well. Um, we were talking about the switch over from BKFC. Now they're going from Days into the S app as far as one
Mhm.
of their streaming partners. Like, how excited are you from, like, you don't have to worry about that type of thing, that the promotion is literally doing everything it can, from international fights to things like that, to kind of increase the reach that you guys hit when you do fight, when you do weigh-ins and all this other stuff, that it's it is one of the biggest and fastest growing sport in combat sports. I think MMA is kind of stuck in the mud.
Mhm.
Boxing stuck in the past with so many of the ways they go about it. Um, I think bare knuckle truly is what's going to be the combat sports that takes us into the next generation, so to speak.
Yeah, for sure. It's awesome, man. Like, we do this for the fans, right? We do it to put on a show for the fans, right? That's why we do this. I love the fans. I love the people who pay their hard-earned money to come and watch us put on a show, right? Now, even if they're not coming for me, they're still there, right? They still
Yeah.
get to, obviously you can be able to gain a fan, right? Or something like that. And just when you get done fighting, just people coming up to you like, man, like that was a war, man, that was a great fight, man, you're great, or like it's pretty cool to see all your hard work, your sweat, all your tears and the blood that you put in to be able to showcase it that one night, and all the people just be able to enjoy it, right?
You just touched on it too, because a lot of times you wind up getting a fan from somebody who wasn't even a fan of you, wasn't even wasn't even there supporting your opponent. They're supporting somebody else on the card, and just all of a sudden you got a new supporter. You got
Right.
somebody from another part of the world that they're invested into what you're doing next.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, and that's the goal, right? Is my thing in fighting is to be able to spread the name of Jesus to the whole world, and with this platform that I have now, I'm able to do that, right? I'm able to reach people that I would not reach on a daily basis in Charlotte and in my gym where I'm at. So to be able to do this in Philly, man, in front of 40,000 people, and then hundreds of thousand people around the world, man, is it's going to be mind blowing. It's life changing, and like I said, the main goal is Jesus, and my goal is to tell the whole world about him.
Now, obviously, big man of faith there. When you're in there, is it faith propels you, or is it skill that propels you?
Um, it's my faith in Christ that gives me the skills to do what I do, right? If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be able to do what I love to do. I truly love fighting. I've been fighting since I was young. I grew up fighting. It's just, where I came from, you had to. So it's just, my faith in Christ to be able to give me the ability to have the skills I have, man. I'm loving what I do. I get to do what I love to do every day, and it's awesome.
Listen, having that freedom to be able to do that is it's a liberating thing.
For sure, for sure.
I definitely envy a lot of you athletes, because you're some of you are able to completely not have the corporate 9 to 5, so to speak, and to be able to just completely free in what you do and how you do it. But there are also are guys and women like how you go about it, where you have your quote unquote 9 to 5, but then you're
Mhm.
also gym owner, fight promoter. You got a lot of hats on, brother, man. You're doing a lot of juggling, my friend.
I do, man, but I love it because like, one thing I teach my kids, there's stuff, there's money to be made out there. Go get it. Don't look at someone else and say, I wish I had that. When you have, God gave you the ability to go get it. So, one thing about me, I'm a hustler, man, and I always been hustling ever since I was little. I came from nothing, so I'm gonna make sure I got everything I want when I get older, and that's the goal.
That's all a lot of people can do is just concentrate on what you got. Keep your focus on things that make you better person, better
Exactly.
athlete, etc. So um, now want to get into one or two more questions, and we'll
Perfect.
let you go and enjoy the rest of your evening. I don't
Yes,
know if
sir.
you've been privy to what's been going on with Cain Velasquez, but they just bumped up his parole date.
Hmm.
So by the time you're fighting, he should be able to come home, and thankfully, obviously that there had to be some punishment for how he went about dealing with the situation he was as a father.
Every man would have did that.
Yeah.
Every man would have did
Like,
that.
let's be
So
honest. All of us would have did it. I'm just
if
thankful
if
that.
if they yeah, if they did, if you wouldn't have did that, then you would have had to rethink yourself for sure.
And but I think the other thing we can be, I guess, thankful for Angel on his shoulder, that there it wasn't a when he did shoot the gentleman that was accused of doing what he was doing, that he didn't hit or have a fatal type of injury where they could have thrown the book at him, because they already did everything they could to throw the book at him.
Correct, correct. Yeah, for sure. But like I said, everything happens for a reason, right?
Mhm.
God don't make mistakes, and I would have did the same thing, but I wouldn't have missed. I served in the military. I definitely would not have missed, and so better him than me, because I wouldn't have been getting out February 7th, looking, So it's been that 2000 year would have been a little higher than 2026 for sure.
Listen, all I gotta say is I'm glad he's coming home, and I'm right there with you. I don't know, like I don't know if in that moment I would have been able to not stop until I knew that he was no longer there to hurt anyone else, hurt my family again, etc. So
Right.
Like you said, all things happen for a reason. It's God's plan. Maybe there was a reason why he had to be in jail for the period of time that he was. Maybe there was
Exactly.
somebody there that he had to teach a lesson to that we don't know about.
Correct. Correct.
And that's
Correct.
why I pulled that picture up of him, him in jail, friends with somebody, that had befriended him while he's there. Again, like we don't know the exact reason for it. I'm just glad that, you know, he should be home with his family, at some point in time next month. And,
That's pretty cool.
thankfully, the story looks like it's going to have a happy ending. So, happy for that aspect of it. Now, obviously, we're getting closer to fight week. We're just within, what, 20, 29 days.
Yep.
Outside of your fight, is there a fight that you're gonna, I want to catch that. I want to make sure I got my eyes on that.
My boy Tony Soto. That's my boy. That's my guy, and he's fought on my card before. I have trained with Tony. He's right down the road from me, so ready to see him get that revenge and get that dub. I'm on Bonner, and we leave 2-0 that night from North Carolina.
That's what you can do. I mean, like I ain't gonna lie, like I'm the Philly guy, so we got what I think like three, four guys fighting on the card now. You got Johnny Garbarino's gonna be on there, Pat Brady's gonna be on there. My crazy ass buddy Lex Ludlow's gonna be on there. So I mean, it's a Philly card, so you expect Philly fighters to be on
Right.
it. But, I'm intrigued with both the main and co-main event as well. Obviously, Ben and Andre have fought before in the past, and Yoel Romero
Hunt,
and,
it's gonna be a good fight.
and Mr. Hunt, man, because that's gonna be. You got the man who's literally defying time himself, and Lorenzo is an absolute animal when
Yeah.
he's in there as well. So I think from top to bottom, like we could sit there and probably name off 3/4 of the card before we find one that we may not really like care what happens either way.
Exactly.
But like, I mean,
This whole card is stacked, man. This is one
yeah,
of the stackest cards I've ever been on for sure. I'm excited to meet people and talk to people and build that relationship with people and see where it takes for sure.
yeah, it's gonna be a great card. I'm really excited. Yeah, obviously coming back to Philadelphia for Knuckle Mania. I'm glad that since the bare knuckle has been sanctioned here in the state of Pennsylvania, we're the now de facto home for Knuckle Mania. So I'm definitely happy with that. Other than that, like as we're getting ready to close this thing out and let you enjoy the rest of your evening. Obviously, we were talking about football. You have any predictions for the playoff run, man? You feel like
I'm a
outside of
Carolina.
the Panthers,
I'm,
how are you feeling about the playoffs this year?
love it, man. I'm excited. NFC's gonna win it all, I think. I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, but if we upset the Rams, that's gonna be amazing. I'm just excited to be in the playoffs, but if we lose, I think the Rams is gonna win it all. To be honest,
I don't think they're going to beat us.
you
I,
don't think?
I
Y'all
think
don't
my
think
Eagles
either?
are going to beat the
Nah,
49ers next week. I know everyone's talking about, oh well, the offense is this, as the offense is that. I'm like, y'all
nah,
realize
nah. We gonna
y'all
see.
y'all realize Jalen still throwing for career high in touchdown
Nah,
passes.
we gonna see. We gonna see.
I think it. If the Rams happen, they got to play us again. They're gonna have to play us. Well, that would be the fourth time in the last 2 years that they're gonna have to play us.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, that's a hard thing to do. But, beating a team four
It
times in
is.
2 years.
It
You,
is.
you have some familiarity there outside of a divisional thing, but defense travels, man. Defense travels, and I like the way our defense is playing.
I'm excited. I'm ready to see how everything unfolds, man. You never know until they get on the gridiron and
Oh
play.
yeah,
So
exactly. And what's the saying, right? Any given Sunday, right, my friend?
any given day, man. Any given day, my brother.
But you know, you guys are driving here again. See, the third quarter just started here, so we'll see how your boys do. I actually hope you guys knock off the
We have
Rams.
the ball. We got the ball.
Yeah, you got the ball.
All
It's
right, let's get it. All right, let's get it.
he's like, let's get it. It's time to go. All right.
Yeah.
before we wrap this up, Josh, what I typically do is kind of throw the proverbial microphone over you. Anyone you would like to thank, give shout outs to, shoot out your sponsors, let them know where to follow you on your social media platforms. Any message that you want to put upon the people, the time is yours, my friend.
Yeah, man, I just want to give a shout out to, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without God, I wouldn't be here, have this opportunity. I'm blessed. Shout out to my team, Ox Fitness, my gym. Y'all can follow me, Joshua Oxendine_ on Instagram, Joshua Oxendine on Facebook, Joshua Oxendine_ on TikTok as well. And man, get ready. February 7th, the preacher man's coming to baptize, and my man will get hit with the baptism. So I'm excited. I'm ready. Philly, get ready. I'm coming, and I'm coming to show out. So welcome to the baptism.
Well, appreciate the time as always, my friend. Enjoy the second half. Hopefully you guys turn this around and
Yes, sir.
knock off them Rams.
Let's get it.
Other than that, best of skill come to you come February 7th, regardless who the opponent always is. Definitely glad we got you on here, caught up with you a little bit, and
Yes, sir.
best of skill, my friend, and then hopefully I'll see you, February 6th, February 7th, and we'll get to catch up, man.
For sure. Let's get a picture, and God bless, brother.
God bless, man. You have a good one, my friend. Okay. All right, everyone. That was the one and only, the preacher man himself, Joshua Oxendine. Another great episode here for the Real in the Rare on the South Florida Tribune Media Network. If you're watching this, make sure you hit that QR code up there in the corner. Follow, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Do not miss anything else that we're doing. I will be back tomorrow afternoon. Be talking to another BKFC fighter. Elijah Harris is going to be hopping on here with me. We're going to be catching up some things. He is fighting on the 17th next weekend, so appreciate that. Make sure you guys are locked in. The Buffalo Soldier is going to be a great interview tomorrow. The preacher man himself, Mr. Josh Oxendine, was a great one tonight. So like, subscribe, share. We will catch you guys on the rebound, my friends. Peace out.